beauty babes, I'm Racquelle and this is Perfected Beauty. Video, I have done faux locks for the very first time. This was quite the learning process. This was much longer than I anticipated. I think really my biggest issue with doing these faux locks is that I kind of had in my head that it was going to be something real quick. I was just going to sit down, put these faux locks in, have a great day, take some selfies, so on. No, even the way I decided to do them took me quite a minute. Of course, it was my first time, so there was like a learning curve to it all as well, but I will say that I'm very happy with how they turned out. I do love them. I think I'm gonna add a few more shells in here before it's all said and done, but I do love how they came out, and you know, it's my first time, so I'm learning just as much as you guys will be learning watching this video, maybe even more so if you've done them before. But I love how they came out, and without further ado, let's jump into the video. I'm starting this style off on freshly washed hair, and this is actually just after my trimming my 3C hair video, which if you haven't seen that, I'll link that for you. So my hair is nice and washed, trimmed, detangled, and now I'm just doing my baby hairs because of course those have to set. And the way I decided to do this style was basically to part and twist my own hair and then install the faux locks on top of my twist. So what you see me doing here is just tying my scarf down so that my baby hairs can set, and now I'm actually going ahead and twisting my own hair, and I'll do this all over my head until all of my hair is twisted. That way it's all sectioned off exactly the way I want it to be, and then I can move on to installing the faux locks. Okay, so I have the majority of my hair all twisted up. Moving on to the front of my hair, and for the front of my hair, I definitely want to make sure that my parts are super neat, super nice, and just crisp, because that will make or break the style. So just taking my rat tail comb and giving myself nice, clean, straight parts for the front section of my hair. With the whole rest of my head, I literally just went in with my fingers, parted them, and just gave myself some finger parts. As you can see, the parts in the rest of my hair pretty much just are what they are. I'm not too concerned at all about how those parts look, because the front is really what matters with this style. Now that I'm up at the front, my parts will be a little smaller. I'm really gonna try not to make them too small, because the smaller the parts, the more the sections, the more the locks, the longer it's gonna take. And I am all about getting this done quickly while still looking amazing. Okay, so phase one of these faux locks is complete. I have all of my hair twisted and ready to be covered with a fabulous faux lock. So here we go. This is actually gonna be my first time doing this style. So I won't say that I have no idea how to do it, because obviously I watch lots of videos and I think that I know how I'm gonna do this. So I'm just gonna work through it for a bit, and then after I feel like I have the hang of it and also I'm closer to the front, I will come back and explain to you what I'm doing. But I will say that I'm going to be using the Janet Afro twist braid hair. I said this in a previous video of mine, but I'm not sure if that video is up yet. I actually reuse the Marley hair Afro twist hair that I bought like a long time ago. So I reuse my hair as much as I can. I literally wash it, shampoo, conditioner, let it dry, and then reuse it for a new style. So I am going to be reusing this hair, so I don't know how many packs this style is going to take, but I have already counted all of my twists and sectioned it out, and I can tell you that I'm using Marley hair strands that are 3 pieces thick, if that makes sense. Like I said, after I get a flow going, a rhythm going, then I will be back to explain it to you. But for now, just take a look and watch me work. Okay, so I think I've got it as down packed as I'm gonna get it, honestly. Like I said, this is my first time doing this hairstyle, and I'm kind of just, you know, making it work as it goes. So I will show you how I am doing this hairstyle. I start off with my 3 strands of Marley hair. As you know, if you've used Marley hair before, Marley hair comes pre-sectioned, so I'm taking 3 of those little sections that it already comes in, and I'm folding it so that I have one side of it about the length of what I want the lock to be, and then the rest of it is what I'm going to be using to wrap around and create the lock look. And then once I've got that folded, I give it a little twist just so it's easier to fit into my crochet hook. I take the crochet hook, insert it at the base of the twist, put the hair inside the hook, close the latch, pull it through, and then take the loop that was created by pulling that hair through and feed all of the hair through that loop. And then I grab onto the shorter piece of hair in one hand with my own natural twist, and then have the longer piece of hair in the other hand and pull to create a knot, and that just secures the hair into my head. So to actually start wrapping it, I just hold the shorter piece with my natural twist in my left hand and wrap around with my right hand. So I start by wrapping it around at the base a couple times. That's what's gonna bring the lock close to the scalp and make it feel a little tighter, a little more secure. And also it'll start to cover up the knot that we made when we tied it tight. Wrap it around the base, and then I spread the hair out, and then I just start to wrap around the shorter section of Marley hair and my own natural twist together, wrapping around those with the hair spread out to make it look like a lock. So I keep holding the shorter strands of Marley hair and my own twist in my left hand, and then I use the pointer finger of my left hand to help pass the hair over as I'm wrapping it down. That just helps to make sure that I'm not creating like a 2-strand twist with the longer pieces and the shorter pieces, because that is not the look we're going for. As you're wrapping it down, you do want to try and make sure that it is tight to the hair, because regardless it's gonna loosen up some once you get down to the end. So you want to make it as tight as you can. You can see that this is the thickness as I twist, and then they end up looking more like this because they loosen up and they unravel a little bit. I'm gonna keep it nice and tight as I'm getting down to the end of the lock here, and you can see, so this is the shorter piece that I'm wrapping around. I have this much hair left, so I'm gonna wrap it down just to the ends of that hair. And then what I do is incorporate this small piece in with all the rest, and then just start to wrap it up around itself, going in the same direction but wrapping it back upwards to end off the lock. So now I have kind of like a loop done at the end, and I'm just wrapping that hair back. Once I've got that up a little bit, I split that tail piece into 2, wrap one around the lock, and then I just tie those 2 into a knot. And this knot is what's gonna help secure your lock basically and stop it from unraveling. So I tie that in a knot. If you can do 2, go ahead and do 2. And then with those ends, I just take them and wrap them up around the lock and then rub it between my 2 hands. And that is how I finish off the faux lock. So that's what I've been doing. I combined a few different methods from just videos that I've seen on YouTube. I think probably my method is most similar to the one that I saw Brie Hall doing, but the difference between mine and hers being she actually used like pre-twisted faux locks, and I'm just using Marley hair. And I decided to just use Marley hair for 2 reasons. One of them being when Brie Hall did her locks, she just unraveled the faux lock anyway, which when you buy faux locks that are like pre-twisted and basically come in a pack already looking like dreadlocks, they are more expensive. So if I'm going to just unravel it anyway, then I'm not going to pay to have the hair that looks like a faux lock already. So that was reason number 1, because she does unravel them anyways in her method. And reason number 2 is because, as I stated already in this video, I tend to reuse my Marley hair. So all this Marley hair is hair that I already had at my house. So I didn't have to go out and buy more hair to get this style. So I guess if you're gonna buy hair, you can go ahead and buy the pre-twisted locks. But in order to save on some coin, I just use this Marley hair because this is what I already had. So I don't know if you've seen already, but I do have just some free curly pieces in here. That is it's a water wave curl by Jamaican Roots. So it's Jamaican Roots original premium hair, and it is the water wave. So to get those curls in there, I actually got this in T1 B9J. All I know is it has like kind of like a reddish tint to it, and I didn't actually mean for it to be red, but you know, I'm not upset about it. Not necessarily what I thought I was getting. But so what I do with that is I just take some, I separate it into the size of the curly bit that I want to have hanging, and then when I go to grab my Marley hair and I do the whole short side for the lock, I will add the curly hair to that. So that half of it I'll be wrapping around and then the other half will be just sitting out and free. So I'm gonna do that right up front here, maybe second from the middle, right here. So I make my knot as I've been doing, make the knot, and then before I start to wrap, I just pull out the curly piece that I want to hang free, and I'll like twist it together with some of these so that I know it's not getting incorporated in the lock. And then I just start the process as usual. Then once you've got that lock finished, you can go ahead and free your curl, and then you've got like a little curly hanging down. And that is how I installed my faux locks. I really enjoyed these, and really so did everyone else that saw me with them. I got asked so many times who did my hair, how did I do my hair, if I would do their hair, and it was just really a fun style to wear. I probably wore them for a little bit too long, but that's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. After I finished installing them, I just ended up decorating them with some gold cuffs and then also some seashells that I put in. And to install my seashells, because I got a couple questions about that as well, what I did was actually feed a rubber band through the seashell with my crochet hook and then looped it over itself and then looped that around my faux lock. So hopefully you understand that. If not, there's lots of videos on YouTube about it. That's how I figured out how to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If it was helpful for you, please don't forget to like this video. Leave a comment down below if you have any ideas of what I should do, or if you have any questions that I didn't answer in this video. And also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.